You know, we've lived in this house for 15 years. It's the longest I've ever lived anywhere here in Mansfield in the UK. But today, well, we're saying goodbye to Mansfield and making potentially the biggest journey that we've ever made in our lives as we move our entire lives from here in Mansfield in England across the Atlantic to the United States. This shed at the bottom of the garden is where I've recorded pretty much every video and edited every video since I started making videos as in-flight video back in the day. You might remember my really early cringy videos where I did, "Hey guys, it's me, Noel here."
Hey guys, it's Noel here. Welcome to today's video.
They were all done in here, and basically it's a shed, but we sort of had it all soundproofed and everything, and do my radio show from in here and everything, but it's all gone once again. A year planner, the only memory, showing some of the trips I've done this year: USA, India, Africa, Asia, Scotland, Moldova and Romania. Some of the trips I've done just this year, making videos, and yeah, this is it. Not much, hoping that when we get to where we're going, we're going to have somewhere a little bit more purpose-built for the purpose of doing this. But right now, we are saying goodbye to Mansfield and rainy old England, because we're going to head to the airport and get on our flight for our last ever journey out of the UK. So let's head across to Manchester Airport and, well, let's begin our new lives. Alright, so all of our stuff now is off being packed in a container, which causes a couple of issues really. For a start, we've got nothing left at home, so we've had to come and stay in this hotel for the night in Chesterfield. That's one of our problems. The other problem is the amount of time it's going to take for that stuff to get over to America, because, well, let's face it, boats aren't the fastest things on earth, and they're not the fastest way of getting from A to B, which means that the crossing itself is 2 weeks for the boat to go from the UK across to America, but that's when it can actually get on a boat, because there's that many delays at the ports and everything at the minute. They're saying it's going to be 3 months before it even gets on that boat, and then it's going to take another 2 weeks to get to the States. And obviously we need to have stuff in the meantime, so for that, well, we've had to find an airline that's going to let us take an awful lot of baggage, and we've had to find a van to take that baggage up to the airport. And when I say a lot of baggage, we've got 19 suitcases to take to the airport. For that, we've had to rent a van just to take the bags to Manchester Airport. This is going to be one crazy trip. Right, so in the van, heading up to Manchester Airport. We've said goodbye to Mansfield, we've said goodbye to Chesterfield, and now for one day only, I am White Van Man, as I'm driving a van full of suitcases up to Manchester Airport. Me and Anna are in the van. How are you finding the van ride, Anna?
I don't know.
You don't know? It's cool. It's really, really cool. You feel like you're in some sort of secret society when you're driving a van. You sort of like say hello to all the other van drivers as you pass them, and you have your own special van parking spaces and everything. It's really, really cool. Rachel and her mum and dad and the kids are in a car behind us, and we're in a big old convoy driving up to Manchester Airport now, and I'm just enjoying being White Van Man for one day only, until we're going to take this van back later and then try and check in 19 suitcases onto a flight at Manchester Airport. So yeah, let's head to Manchester. Right, it's the next day. Time to go down and get on the flight with all the bags. 2 massive lots of trolleys, so no idea how we're going to get these down to the airport, but we'll have to figure it out. Alright, so we've got 3 check-in trolleys things to take all the bags down. They wouldn't let us take our bag from check-in. So we've got three trolleys. Sam's helping push. How are you doing, Sam?
Good.
Good.
Quite heavy, but it's okay.
It's heavy, but it's Go on then.
And then Sam, you follow.
Oh, you follow me, no crash. Wing strike. Oh god. Don't need any of them today. Right. Let's go and try and check in 19 bags on one flight. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, my darling. You alright? Right. So we made it down to the assistance area. We're waiting now because Rachel's dad's still got a wheelchair. Of course, you go to go and get him. So we've made it this far. Still not at check-in yet, so I think they put us here first just so we can sort of regroup with all the bags and then head down to Singapore Airlines to check in to get on the flight now to the States. So here we go, there's the bags for you. We've got actually four bags on that one, 6 bags on that one, and 5 bags on this one. Plus we've got all the trolley cases that the kids have been pulling along as well, so yeah. Oh, we knew it was going to be like this. So far not too bad. I'm glad we're not flying on TUI, that's the only thing I can say, because their check-in was horrendous, but we haven't seen Singapore Airlines yet, so we'll see what that's like when we get there.
Yeah. Well, we just shipped 2 houses.
Thank you.
Because my mum and dad and ours. Because we're all going to move into one house in the States. So we're going to be like a 3-generational family.
It's fine, we'll try that one. This
I've never seen the vlogs or anything. I'll have to have a look.
You've got the fast track stickers at the back of the in the boarding pass.
Wonderful, thank you. Wonderful, thank you so much for your help, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Do we need those as well, or?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
These are the receipts for all the bags.
For all the bags are on here, yeah. Thank you. Cheers. Have a great day. Thank you. Alright, so we're through, checked in all the bags, no problem at all at check-in. Wonderful, wonderful guys there. We had to pay a little bit excess baggage because across all 15 bags or whatever it was, we were like 5 kilos over, so we ended up paying for an extra bag, which was okay. It was like 100 and something quid, which we've just had to stump up. And then we've obviously had the nightmare that is Manchester security to do, which has been, there you go, got them bags right, Anna. We've had the nightmare of Manchester security, which was horrendous as always. Ended up pulling Anna's bag, bless her, that one, for no reason at all. It got pulled aside for a secondary search. We had to wait for about 40 minutes and then they went, oh no, there's a note in there. So, I'm not going to miss this. I'm not going to miss Manchester Airport when we've moved. But never mind, we're off to lounge. We'll get some brekkie. And relax, we've made it to the lounge, the escape lounge at Manchester. How you doing, Anna?
Good.
You good? How are you doing, mummy? You good? How are you doing? Alright? All good? We're all doing alright now. We've made it to the lounge. We've had to buy access because they're not letting any priority pass in at the minute, so we sort of pre-booked and paid for us all to come in, but I think it was well worth it because it's just it was just such a nightmare, such a hectic nightmare. We just need 10 minutes to have a coffee and chill before we can carry on. But yeah, the bags are all dropped and on the way. Happy with that. We only had to pay like an extra 100 quid for the bags because we've gone 5 kilos over in total, which wasn't too bad. We'd already paid extra for 4 of our bags. We'd upgraded to get like 32 kilos with 4 of them, and then the rest of them were only 23 because we're only in premium economy, so you only get 23. But that's okay. So now, chilling, done security. Anna's happy, you've got your watermelon, haven't you, darling? Yeah. Good. Sam's gone to get some more food. I don't know if he can fit any more in him, can he? He's eaten so much this morning already, but never mind, we're making the most of it. Last English breakfast before we make the move to the States.
State breakfast.
Yay! Right, we've got to head down to the gate. It's final call for the flight, but the wheelchair staff haven't come, so the kids are helping me push the wheelchair passengers. I'm taking Phil, my father-in-law. Sam's pushing Chris, and Anna's pushing Rach, so Anna's pushing Rach. So let's head to the gate. Alright, I made it to the gate. There's the plane. That was a nightmare. Trying to push 3 wheelchairs through Manchester Airport, never mind. As usual, stuff don't sort of turn up here. So yeah, we're not going to miss this. But anyway, there's our ride. It's going to take us across to Houston, Texas for our new lives in the US. Thank you. Good morning, how are you? We're with them, so we're 33, so thank you. And 2 on that other side as well. Alright then, all aboard Singapore Airlines A350, heading across to Houston, Texas. We made it through the airport at least, all 6 of us on board across this last row of premium economy. Annie, how you doing? Alright? Right? You alright?
Yes.
Got Squishmallow? She's got Squishmallow. Squishmallow is here. That's the important thing right now. So yeah, here we are. First time I flew this route, Manchester to Houston, on Singapore Airlines. I was flying to Texas for steak a few years ago, if you remember that video. And today, well, we're on the same plane, flying on the same route from Manchester to Texas, but this time we're heading to Texas to stay, and we're looking forward to getting there now. It's been a long old 2-year plus process to get to this point, and finally here we are on the plane heading to our new home. 9 hours to sit and relax now before all the chaos starts again at the other end. And so we taxied out to the runway at Manchester one last time, ready to begin our new lives across the Atlantic. And then no sooner had we got to the runway that we turned around and went back to the gate. It was almost as if someone was giving us a message to stay in the UK just a little bit longer. Alright, so we were taxiing out, we're lined up on the runway, and now we've taxied down the runway and vacated again, so it looks like we're not going anywhere yet.
Cabin crew, doors to do some, thank you.
There we are then, back on stand. Technical fault, so return to the gate. Who knows how long we're going to be stuck here for. Hopefully we don't have to deplane, and hopefully we can get another sort of 20 minutes, half an hour delay out of this, and then we can get some EU compensation for it. Fingers crossed. But yes, let's see what happens. Fingers crossed that they get it resolved pretty quickly and we can get on our way. Not a brilliant start, is it? But never mind. Better be safe than sorry at the end of the day.
Departing we're looking at about 45 minutes total delays from now. I do sincerely apologize for this. We're working very hard, of course, to get you into Houston with the least delays as much as possible. At the meantime, I was told by Kenneth that drinks will be served, refreshments for a while, and do bear with us. I'll provide you further updates as and when we get them. Thank you for your attention.
3 hours later.
Alright, so we're still on the ground. We're now 3 hours after our original takeoff time at 10:40, and they've just said it's going to be another hour, which is brilliant because that takes us over the 4 hours we need to get compensation, so that'll be quite nice, hopefully. It's not one of those where it ends up like 2 minutes early or something like that, so we'll keep our fingers crossed whether we actually manage to get something back for this. But anyway, yeah, another hour here on the ground. It's alright, we're not moaning, we're not stressed at all. We've got comfy seats, nice entertainment to watch, so we're alright for a bit. And yeah, hopefully we get another hour delay and then we get a bit of money back. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Eventually that extra hour passed, and with a delay pushing back of 4 hours and 20 minutes, we finally pushed back once more to get on our way to Texas. My only hope now was that we didn't make up more than 21 minutes in flight, so we'd still get our compensation. So finally airborne from Manchester, almost 5 hours late, on the Singapore A350 heading to Houston. Hopefully non-stop now. This is it, we're doing it. We're moving to the US, and this is the flight that's going to take us there. It's been a long time coming. Alright then, Sam, I am about to trust you, young Padawan, to do the most sacred part of any Noel Phillips video. What are you going to do, Sam?
The Noel Phillips Lou review.
Sam's going to do a new review.
Yes.
So, listen, do me proud, Sam.
I'll try.
Better than Josh Cahill, yeah?
Yeah, I'll try.
Better than Josh. Ours is still better.
Okay.
Go on.
Yep, let's go.
It's time for the Noel Phillips Lou review.
Okay, we are here in the Airbus A350. This is the Sam Lou review, and yeah, I'm going to show you around. So, over here we have paper towels, we have a waste bin, the guy, we have a tap, which if you press these buttons changes to be cold or hot. Someone banging at the door. Cups. Why cups? I have no idea. Some hand soap. More tissues. We have the toilet here. And the flush button, which is very loud. So yes, this is the video review. You can see me. Infinite fractal. Yeah. This was the Sam Lou review. Thank you.
That was the Noel Phillips Lou review.
Alright, so we are officially overhead the US now. We're in US airspace over Wisconsin, and I can, for the first time ever, say that I'm on home turf now, because now America is home. I've been waiting so long to say that. A lot of people have said to me, by the way, why America? Why would you move to America? And it's quite simple, really. Basically, as long as I can remember, since being a child, and for Rachel as well, as long as she can remember from being a child, we've just had a dream of wanting to live in America. It's the open spaces, the vast geography that you get from one side to the other, all within one country, the endless possibilities and opportunities that America offers. And we've always dreamed of making roots there and starting to live there, and it's just one of the most difficult countries in the world to be able to do that, to get visas and things. We never thought it would be possible. We honestly had written it off as never being possible to move to the US, until we started businesses and were able to find a way to actually, to our massive surprise, be able to come and live in America. And well, here we are today, flying over there, making our new lives from now on here in America, although we can't see much of it at the minute. And why Texas specifically? Well, we were looking at moving to Georgia initially, and it was nice. Georgia's a lovely place. The issue we had, I think, was the weather was a big part of the probably. Georgia was every time we went, it was very cloudy, very rainy a lot of the time. Basically, it felt like a bit of a warmer version of England, and also there was just always something that we didn't quite get about it. Whereas Texas, we've visited a few times and absolutely love the place. The people there, absolutely incredible, salt of the earth people. The weather's nice, especially like down in the south. I guess it gets hot and humid down in Houston, but it's sunny, and like every time we've ever been, it's been sunny and it's nice. We've kind of got the hurricanes to contend with, I suppose, but the thing is as well, from location wise, for me filming and going out on my trips and stuff as well, it works really, really well, because obviously United have got their base down there at Houston. We can be anywhere in the world pretty much on a non-stop flight to any continent in the world. It really does make perfect sense to be based somewhere like Houston, where it's got such a nice big airport for me to be able to do what I do, and great chances for me to fly for the Pilot Vlogs channel as well, which is obviously growing quite a lot now, and it's fast turning into quite a nice little second channel for me. So I'm so looking forward to doing my flying around Texas and flying a PA-28 or whatever it is I end up flying over in Texas, and also to the new opportunities for content that we've got for the main channel on this channel, Noel Phillips, from Houston to South America, Central America, the Pacific, Asia, Australasia, so much of the world that we can do a lot more of once we're based over in Texas, and we're nearly there. Made it to Houston, all 19 bags in total, including our hand baggage, have made it. 13 check bags and 6 hold bags, and they've all made it. Now we've got to go and get a rental car, which we've got for a few days, haven't we? You are worn out, aren't you?
I'm absolutely worn
But never mind, let's go and get this car.
Yep.
So we're off to go and get the rental cars now. We've left all the bags outside with Rachel's mum and dad and Anna, and now we are heading to Terminal C to get on a train, to then get on a bus to get to the rental car place, to then pick up 2 cars, so we can come back and hopefully pick up all these bags. Nearly there. Alright, rental car picked up. Alright, rental car now picked up, heading down back to the terminal building to try and pick up all these bags. Rachel's in front of me in a pickup truck, and I've got this one. So yeah, this is going to be fun. See if we can get 19 bags in the back of a Chevy Colorado and a Chevy Traverse, which is the 2 that we've got. Let's go do this. So here we are then, well and truly getting settled into life here in Texas. We've been here now for about 2 months in our temporary home in Texas. We actually complete on our new home in a couple of weeks' time, hopefully, and we'll be getting settled in all ready for Christmas. The kids are all getting settled into life here in Texas as well. They've started at school, they're making new friends, they're getting really settled into school here as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Our dog arrived over here a few days after us. She flew over on British Airways on a 787, was looked after really, really well, and she's getting used to life here as well and trying to figure out which wildlife she can pick fights with and which ones she has to leave well alone. And then there's Rach and me as well. We've been out making videos for the Pilot Vlogs channel already and flying all around Texas in a PA-28 that we've been renting from just up the road here. That's going really cool as well. Check out those videos, by the way. I'll pop a link up to my Pilot Vlog channel on the screen, and you can check out those videos as well, where we talk a little bit more in detail about life over here in Texas, and the main channel as well, this channel actually that you're watching this video on, well, it can only get better from here as well. I'm about to head off on my first trip from Houston International Airport, from Bush Airport, on my first big adventure to go and start making videos from there. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my new adventures, flying all around the world really. Well, in the meantime, it's a beautiful day here in Texas, as most days seem to be. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned for some amazing content we've got coming on the way. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.